morning, everybody. A happy Saturday to you. How lovely that we're going to spend a little bit of time together. Now, my name's Penny and I'm from the East Herts Family Service in Bishop Stortford. And today I want to share a special story with you because today is somebody's special day. Maybe some of you have got a special day today. It might be your birthday. Now, I've got some clues as to who this person might be. Now, can you see what animals I've got here? Yes, they've got big ears, long trunks. They are an elephant. And I've got another clue behind me. Can you see all these colours? Lots of colours. They're in a square. Now, 2 clues. Elephants and lots of patchwork colours together. I wonder if you can guess who our story might be. Yes, you are right. My goodness me, you are so clever. It is. It's all about Elmer. Today is a very special day today for Elmer. It's called Elmer Day. And this is when we think all about Elmer and his friends and his family. Now, I'm going to put Elmer just up here so he can see, and he's behind his special friends there. Now, before we start, let's just say hello to everybody because we are friends all over the place. Now, after I've counted 3, I want you to shout your names out so we can be friends and know who everybody is. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Penny. And Elmer shouting out, Elmer. Now, today's story, as I said, is about Elmer, the patchwork elephant. There are so many stories about him. I didn't know which one to choose. But in the end, I decided on this one. And this is called Elmer and Grandpa Aldo. And these stories are written by David McKee. He is the author. Now, I can see Elmer. Do you think this might be Grandpa? Shall we find out and see? Elmer, the patchwork elephant, was picking fruit. Picking fruit, Elmer? Asked a monkey. I'm going to see Grandpa Aldo, and this is his favourite, said Elmer. Oh, golden Grandpa Aldo, said Monkey. That's nice. Can you see the monkeys up there in the trees? And there's Elmer picking his fruit. Grandpa Aldo was so pleased to see Elmer. Oh, what a lovely surprise, he said. What's that balanced on your head? It's your favourite fruit, said Elmer. Oh, fancy you remembering that, said Aldo. Oh, I can remember lots of things, said Elmer. Oh, what else do you remember? Asked Aldo. Well, the walks that we used to go on, said Elmer. Walks? Where did we go? Asked Aldo. Don't you remember? Said Elmer. Come on, I'll show you. There's Elmer leading the way. And there's golden Grandpa Aldo following. We used to come this way, right past the rock, said Elmer, and here I used to hide. And then I would jump out and shout. Well, Elmer turned, but Elmo wasn't there. Grandpa Aldo, where are you? He called. Have you any idea where Grandpa Aldo was? Do you think he's where I think he might be? Do you think he might be hiding? Yes. Aldo suddenly jumped out in front of Elmer. Are you going to help me with this? Are you ready? Boo! He shouted. Oh, Grandpa. Aldo laughed. I was supposed to do that. Come on. We're going to go down by the stream. At the stream, Elmer said, Don't don't you remember anything? We used to play stepping stones. Go on, show me, said Aldo. Well, there already were some rocks in the water, and Elmer added a few more to fill the spaces. Can you see he's lifting those big heavy rocks with his trunk? Now, he said, walk across, but be careful because there is usually a wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly one. Can you see them all? Look at them. Well, suddenly there was a huge splash. Elmer had fallen in. Oh, you were right. You have got a good memory, Aldo chuckled. Elmer laughed. Lucky it's not deep. Now where? Asked Aldo. You still don't remember? Said Elmer. Well, to the lake, of course. There they are. Oh, goodness me, look, you see the crocodile having a good old laugh as well? We used to play ducks and drakes, said Elmer. And he picked up a flat stone and he sent it skipping across the water. 7 splashes, he said. If you throw them, they sometimes land and they bounce and bounce and bounce. Oh, let's try, said Aldo. Well, you need a nice flat stone, said Elmer. But Aldo had already thrown. Do you want to do some counting with me as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They counted together. So Aldo's stone had bounced 9 times across the water. That might be something you can try sometime. When they set off again, Elmer started to sing. Aldo joined in, and then the birds joined in too. When we're marching on our way, bumpety bump, bumpety bump. We like to laugh and play, bumpety bump, bumpety bump. And when we can't think what to do, we simply hide, then shout out, are you ready? Boo! When we're marching on our way, bumpety bump, bumpety bump. When they shouted boo, the birds flew around squawking with laughter. Look at them. And they're having a lovely time, aren't they? They're holding trunks, can you see? Oh dear, it started to rain and they dashed into a cave for shelter. Surely you remember the stories you used to tell me, Elmer asked. Frowned Aldo. What were they, he asked. Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella, the 3 little pigs, Billy Goat's Gruff, Sleeping Beauty. Elmer hesitated. Hansel and Gretel, Tom Thumb, Goldilocks. Aldo continued. Oh, you cheat, you do remember, said Elmer. I wonder if you know some of those stories as well. Aldo laughed, and now the rain had stopped, and they ran off. Elmer chased him all the way back to Aldo's, shouting, you tricked me, you remembered everything. I'll get you, Grandpa Aldo. You see them having fun, look. This time, Grandpa Aldo is the leader, isn't he? See all the rabbits hopping along as well. Phew. After they had their breath back and they stopped laughing and finished the fruit that Elmer had brought, it was time to go home. Oh, it's been such fun, Grandpa, said Elmer. You really remembered everything, didn't you? Yes, chuckled Aldo. And I was so happy that you did too. But best of all, that you remembered to visit me. Elmer smiled. Bye, Grandpa, he said. I'll see you soon. There he goes, waving his trunk. Can you wave your trunk? That's it. Good old Elmer and Grandpa Aldo wave. Now, that's a bit like some of us at the moment, isn't it? It's a bit difficult to see some of our family and our relatives, maybe our grandma and grandpas. Sometimes maybe you are talking to them on the phone. That might be a good idea to see if you can remember some of the things that you did with your grandparents, Nanny and Grandad, and that you will be doing again soon. See if you can test them. And I wonder if they'll be like Grandpa Aldo maybe tease you or sing. That's a lovely thing to have those memories, isn't it? Now, you might like to make your own Elmer. And if you go on our Facebook page, you will find some activities to do. You might like to make an Elmer out of a paper plate or a card. You could use that as a mask. Or you can make an Elmer out of the top of a milk bottle. One of those plastic ones. All the instructions are there. It's been lovely sharing some of our Saturday morning with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and make some friends to go with Elmer. I might make Golden Grandpa Aldo, or I might make Aldo's cousin Wilbur, and he is black and white. And just before we go, I just want to show you something. Patchwork is when lots of things, shapes are put together when they don't sort of match. They're just made up from lots of different colours. I've got some patchwork here that's been made out of fabric, and they have been stitched together with a needle. I don't know if you can see that needle is sitting there. Long time ago, a lot of people used to do that. They would make new clothes, use bits of fabric from outfits that they couldn't wear anymore. I'm looking at this one. This one looks a little bit like, yes it does, doesn't it? Looks a bit like Wilbur. And I wonder, that looks a bit like Grandpa Aldo, doesn't it? The colours on that. And all these colours here go to make our friend Elmer. I wonder if you know the name of the shape that I've got here. It's got, let's see how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know what that is called? It's called a hexagon. Can you say that word? Hexagon. But Elmer is made up from, can you name me that shape? Yes, a square, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So I'm going off now, and I think I might make Grandpa Aldo first, then I'm going to make Wilbur, and then I might make some more of the other elephants who live in the herd with Elmer. So bye-bye from all of us here.